He embedded hidden formulas into spreadsheets specifically designed to sabotage his coworker's report in front of a client.
Hold on.
Straight from the post. I work in an office with a guy I'll call Seth. Seth is that coworker everyone knows, lazy, always passing his work on to someone else, and somehow always getting away with it. He'll sit around on his phone or go to the bathroom every 10 minutes. He's the kind of guy who will show up late, make some lame excuse about traffic, and then disappear for lunch for 2 hours.
Wait, so this guy just openly does nothing and nobody stops him? Like, how is that even allowed to happen for this long?
Here is the thing though, some workplaces are just broken from the top down.
Right then, it gets worse.
He's the kind of guy who goes to the bathroom every 10 minutes. Probably because he knows that's the only way people won't ask him to do anything while he's gone.
Haha. Nah, that's actually genius on his part. Man's got a system.
Huh. But here's the thing.
Seth's not lazy, he's just figured out that charm can substitute for competence in some workplaces.
For the past 6 months, Seth's favorite target has been me. He'll send emails asking if I can help out with a project, but what he really means is, do all the work while I take the credit. I complained to my boss a couple of times, but somehow Seth always managed to weasel his way out of trouble. The final straw came when he passed off a major report that was due to a client in 2 days, dumping it on me last minute.
I have seen this before. A manager who doesn't want to actually manage. So the problem person keeps thriving because there are zero consequences.
Oh no. And now the person actually doing the work is just taking it? That's not sustainable.
Shall we continue?
Let me tell you something. The boss already knows Seth is a problem. But if they're not doing anything after complaints, they're part of the problem too. This person's stuck between a lazy coworker and a manager who won't manage.
Which is exactly why people start thinking about doing stuff like, well, like what's about to happen.
When the system won't protect you, you become your own system, and that's when things get dangerous. So at what point does this person just say no to Seth?
Right? But I'm guessing every time they say no, Seth has already trapped them with an email or a deadline, so it feels easier to just do it.
Okay, listen to this next part.
No, she didn't.
One day I casually asked him if he was good with Excel, and he admitted he didn't know much about it. Perfect. The next time Seth tried to dump a bunch of spreadsheets on me to organize for his next report, I agreed. But this time, I embedded a series of into the documents. These formulas didn't do anything important, just enough to mess with the numbers if someone didn't know how to check for hidden cells. It took me a little time, but I was careful not to make it too obvious. The kicker? Every time Seth tried to copy and paste the data into his report, it would scramble everything just enough to be completely useless.
If you want to hear how this ends, make sure you follow FPM stories so you don't miss the next one. Okay, hold on, he's about to sabotage him? Like, deliberately mess up his work? That's a choice.
Yeah, I'm sensing we've moved from venting to revenge territory here.
Oh, this is about to turn.
So he's like, yeah, I don't know Excel, and the narrator's brain just goes, perfect. That's the opening I needed.
Huh, that's so wrong but so right. I'm cackling. He literally handed her the blueprint for his own demise. Here, use me as your test subject. I'm bad with numbers anyway.
Wait till you hear what happens next.
Here's the thing though, I get it. You're frustrated, you've tried the system, and the system failed you. But hidden formulas? That's crossing from standing up for yourself into sabotage territory. And now it's not about proving a point anymore, it's about getting revenge.
And revenge always has a way of catching up with you.
There's a difference between standing up for yourself and setting a trap. One feels like justice. The other feels like sabotage the minute it backfires.
On the day the report was due, Seth slacked off like usual, assuming I had handled it like always. When the client called, furious because the report was filled with nonsense numbers, Seth panicked. He rushed to fix it, but every time he tried to fix one part of the report, something else would break. He came to me, frantic, and asked for help. I acted confused and said, "Oh, I don't know what happened. Maybe it's a glitch." I gave him some vague advice and watched as he spent the entire day trying to salvage his mess.
For real? And he got caught immediately. Because hidden formulas breaking live client calls? That's not subtle, mate. That's a bomb with a timer.
I'm screaming. He really thought this was just gonna work out?
The irony is thick.
Every time he tries to fix one thing, something else breaks. That's not a report, that's a Jenga tower in a wind tunnel.
See, this is what gets me. He probably sat there for like an hour just clicking and praying, watching it all crumble in real time.
But here's the thing.
The client called, which means Seth's little act finally had a real audience watching.
And suddenly he can't charm his way out of it because the numbers are literally broken. That's the beautiful part, and the worst part.
But here's the thing.
I'm done.
Our boss found out, and for once, Seth couldn't talk his way out of it. He got lambasted for screwing up such an important project and was put on temporary leave without pay. I guess he'll be doing his own work from now on.
Hold on, I need to process this. So Seth gets temporary leave without pay, and the narrator just walks away? Nobody found out they sabotaged him?
That is the question, isn't it?
That's where we're left, yeah.
That is not justice, that is control. And control always reveals itself eventually. Seth deserved consequences for 6 months of lazy manipulation. That's undeniable. But the narrator didn't solve the problem, they just weaponized it. Temporary leave isn't justice. It's a speed bump before Seth gets another job doing the same thing somewhere else. The real failure was the boss, and that never got fixed.
I'm not going to sit here and feel bad for Seth. He earned what he got. But I also can't celebrate sabotage. The narrator had options. They could have documented everything, gone to HR, found another department, even just stopped doing his work. Instead, they planted a bomb and walked away, and honestly, that's not the person I respect, even if Seth got what was coming. Follow FPM Stories. We post every single day. Drop your verdict in the comments.
Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.